Hey, what's up guys, it's DarkArmedDuelist, and today I'm going to be doing a Crystal Beast deck profile that you can actually summon Rainbow Dragon in, and it's really consistent to be able to summon Rainbow Dragon. So without further ado guys, let's get straight on this. Before we do, I really quickly want to give a shout out to two of my friends this time. Really quickly want to give a shout out to my buddy Jordan and my buddy Todd, both of which absolutely love Crystal Beast, so I really quickly want to give them a shout out. I actually, at the time of building this deck, Todd was really into Crystal Beast and really loved this deck. And so I completely max rarity'd this deck so he could play around with it when he wanted to. And now Jordan's fallen in love with them too, so I can actually let him play with it as well. So without further ado guys, I quickly wanted to give those guys a shout out. Really appreciate you guys playing games with you guys. So let's get straight into this. Before we do, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell and there soon come part of the notification squad, and let's get straight on into this one. So it's really awesome to actually be able to summon Rainbow Dragon. I didn't max rarity it because I don't have Ghost Rare Rainbow Dragons, but I do have a high rarity version of the deck. So everything's hollow. So first off, we're going to be playing 3 copies of Rainbow Dragon. So you can actually summon Rainbow Dragon extremely easily in this deck because it has the ability that this card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card cannot be special summoned except with 7 Crystal Beast monsters with different names on the field or in the graveyard, which the card Ultimate Crystal Magic definitely fulfills by sending 7 Crystal Beast monsters with different names from your hand or deck to the graveyard to special summon an Ultimate Crystal Beast fusion monster, which is going to be your Rainbow Dragon. So it's really easy to summon this guy with Ultimate Crystal Magic and then immediately special summon this from your hand. And as many as you want because it's not once per turn. So the effect of this card is that you have to have those 7 in the graveyard or on the field to special summon this card, and you can activate this card cannot activate this effect the turn it is special summoned, but you can either send all Crystal Beast cards you control to the graveyard, and this card gains 1,000 attack for each card sent to activate this effect, and during either player's turn, you can remove from play all Crystal Beast monsters in your graveyard and return all cards on the field to the owner's deck. This card is really powerful, and it's a 4K beat stick right out of the gate. So this card is really good. Then for the Crystal Beast, because we just talked about Rainbow Dragon so far, we play 3 copies of Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus. So Sapphire Pegasus is if this card is normal, flipped, or special summon, you can place a Crystal Beast monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard face up in your spell and trap card zone, and it is treated as a continuous spell. If this card is destroyed while in the monster zone, you place it in the spell and trap card zone. All Crystal Beasts share the ability that they're put in the spell and trap card zone if they are destroyed while in the monster zone. Then we play 2 copies of Topaz Tiger. A lot of the Crystal Beasts we just play for names, but Topaz Tiger, when it attacks, it gains 400 attack points, boosting it up to 2,000. 1 copy of Amber Mammoth. Amber Mammoth is when another Crystal Beast monster you control is targeted for an attack, you can make this card the attack target. Double Cobalt Eagle. Cobalt Eagle is once per turn you can target a face-up Crystal Beast card you control, return that target to the top of the deck. Which is pretty good to be able to return stuff that's in your zones, like your spell and trap card zones, back to the, top of the deck to be able to use them again. For the 1-ofs, besides Amber Mammoth, we're going to be playing 1 Amethyst Cat. It can half its attack, and then, attack your opponent directly, or any battle damage your opponent takes from this card is halved when it attacks directly. Emerald Tortoise, you can target a face-up monster your opponent can, or target a card you control, and that, attack this turn and change it to defense. And then for the best one, we play 3 copies of Ruby Carbuncle. So Ruby Carbuncle is the swarm card of the deck that makes the deck even work. When this card is special summoned, you get to special summon as many Crystal Beast monsters as possible from your spell and trap card zone. And if this card is destroyed, you put it in the spell and trap card zone. So when you special summon it off of stuff like your copies of Crystal Promise, where you get to target a Crystal Beast that's in your spell and trap card zone and special summon it. See, it's even Ruby there. You get to special summon as many Crystal Beasts as you want from your back row onto your side of the field, which is really good. Then we play 3 Ash Blossoms as well, which are still hollows, so we can have the entire hollow deck. So that's it for the monsters. Let's get into the spells, guys. So basically, what you really want to do, just focusing really quickly, guys, is you want to have every single Crystal Beast in the deck so you can summon Rainbow Dragon. So that's it for the monsters. Let's get into the spells. So for the spells, we're going to be playing 3 copies of Called by the Grave, so we don't get hand trapped. You don't want to get hand trapped in this deck. 1 copy of Double or Nothing, because you can summon Utopia Double and OTK your opponent extremely easily in this deck. 1 Crystal Release. Crystal Release is a card that you equip to a Crystal Beast monster and it gains 800 attack. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can place a Crystal Beast monster from your deck face up in your spell and trap card zone as a continuous spell. 1 Crystal Blessing. Crystal Blessing lets you target 2 Crystal Beast monsters in your grave and put them in your spell and trap card zones, which is really, really, really good. 1 Crystal Abundance, which is the OTK card. You send 4 Crystal Beast cards in your spell and trap card zone to the graveyard to send all cards on the field to the graveyard, then special summon as many Crystal Beast monsters as possible from your graveyard up to the number of cards your opponent controlled that were destroyed by this card effect. It's a good one-of because you do play Crystal Bridge or Rainbow Bridge to add Crystal spell and trap cards to your hand. 1 copy of Rare Value, because I really hate that this is not Crystal in its name, but you activate only when you have 2 or more Crystal Beast cards in your spell and trap card zone. Your opponent selects 1 Crystal Beast card in your spell and trap card zone and sends it to the graveyard, then you get to draw 2 cards. Yes, I do have the first edition Ultimate Rare. Oh yes. Then we play 3 copies of Crystal Beacon. Crystal Beacon is so good in the deck. You get to special summon a Crystal Beast monster from your deck, and then if you have 2 more Crystal Beast cards in your spell and trap card zone, to activate and resolve this card. You have to have 2 in the spell and trap card zone to activate it. Then we play 3 copies of Crystal Promise, which, like stated before, you get to target a Crystal Beast in your spell and trap card zone and special summon that target, which is usually going to be Ruby Carbuncle. Then we play the expensive card, which is why a lot of people don't build this deck, and that's the short printed Crystal Bond. Crystal Bond is one of the best cards in the entire deck. It lets you add a Crystal Beast monster from your deck to your hand, and then place a Crystal Beast monster with a different card name from your deck face up in your spell and trap card zone as a continuous spell. So basically it searches 2 Crystal Beast monsters from your deck and puts 1 on your monster zone and 1 in your back row. The one you're always going to want to put in the back row is Crystal Ruby Carbuncle, and Sapphire Pegasus is the one you're going to want to summon to add to your hand so you can normal summon it and put another one in the back row. Then we play 3 copies of Rainbow Bridge, which Rainbow Bridge adds any of your spell and trap crystal cards from your deck to your hand, which is really good, and I really love that it's like a rainbow. That's so pretty. So that's it for the spells, guys. I don't play Rainbow Ruin. Rainbow Ruin is not that great anymore compared to the swarm ability of all these other cards in the deck. Especially with Rainbow Bond, it doesn't work quite as well as it used to. So that's it for the spells, guys. Let's get into the traps, which we only play 3 traps in the entire deck, because you only need 3 traps in the entire deck, and that is 3 copies of Ultimate Crystal Magic. So Ultimate Crystal Magic is a boss of a spell card. Like, this card is ultimate in power. I really wish this was an ultimate rare. This card would be gorgeous in ultimate rare. When your Crystal Beast monster is destroyed by battle, you can send 7 Crystal Beast cards with different names from your hand, deck, and or face up from your field to the grave to special summon a ultimate Crystal Fusion monster from your extra deck, which the only one we have is Rainbow Overdragon. That's the only one you ever summon off this card, which is pretty much what you want to summon. And if a face-up Ultimate Crystal monster you control leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard to place any number of Crystal Beast cards from your graveyard face-up in your spell and trap card zones as continuous spells, which is usually going to be your one-ofs and a Ruby Carbuncle. And you're only ever going to put 4 back there because you want to have the 1 free spot to activate other spells that you want, like Crystal Abundance and stuff like that. Because usually what you want to do is activate this, summon Rainbow Overdragon, and have a Rainbow Dragon in your hand to instantly drop on the field to have 2 4,000 beat sticks on the field. And then this card is absolutely bonkers, and we'll get into that in just a second. So that's it for the main deck, guys. Let's get into the extra deck. So definitely give us a like for having the full hollow Crystal Beast deck. I figured this deck was one of the most gorgeous decks for artwork, so we had to have, you know, all foil in the deck. So for the extra deck, we're going to be playing 2 copies of Rainbow Overdragon. You really only need 2 copies of it. It takes 7 Crystal Beast monsters to summon this card, and this card is always treated as an ultimate crystal card. Must be fusion summoned or special summoned by attributing 1 level 10 ultimate crystal monster, in which case you do not use polymerization, which Rainbow Dragon and Rainbow Dark Dragon count as ultimate crystal monsters too in their eroded form. Then it also has the ability that once per turn, you can banish a Crystal Beast monster from your graveyard, and this card gains attack equal to the banished monster's attack until the end phase of the turn. Then once per turn, you can tribute this fusion summon card, shuffle our cards into the field, on the field, into the deck. That is extremely powerful and an awesome effect that this card has. This card is so powerful in the deck. It is just absolutely crazy. One copy of Borosaur because you can make it extremely easy with stuff like Ruby Carbuncle just to be able to special summon. Nightmare Unicorn because it's another really easy summon card. Cyframe Lord Lambita for the Link Arrows. You don't really have to have Lambito because you're usually going to just summon either Rainbow Overdragon, Borosaur, or something like Juggernaut Libby, which we do play Juggernaut Libby, number 81, and Rail Cannon, because you want to have these because you can use your Rainbow Dragon to go into these. If you have 2 Rainbow Dragons on the field, you can overlay them both to make this, which is very rare, but it has the opportunity to do it, to make Juggernaut Libby to OTK your opponent. Then we play Exciton Knight and Daigusto Emerald because these cards are really good. Daigusto Emerald lets us shuffle our Crystal Beast basically from the graveyard back into the deck to get us extra draws and stuff like that when we need them. And then Evilsworn Exciton Knight lets us blow board, which is really good too. Then we play the Utopia package, which is going to be 1 Utopia double and 1 Utopia for the Utopia double play, where you make Utopia double, add the double or nothing from our deck to our hand, and then make Utopia on top of Utopia double to make it a 5,000 attack point monster. Attack with Utopia with 5,000 attack, negate its attack, attack again, drop double or nothing, 10k, OTK. Then we play a second Utopia, Utopia Prime, and Utopia the Lightning, so we can go Utopia, Utopia the Prime, and then Lightning to make a 5,000 attack point monster that can attack twice, because that is something that Crystal Beasts struggle with, besides summoning the Rainbow Overdragon or the Rainbow Dragon, is struggling with making an OTK piece. And with this, you have so many OTK pieces. In this deck, OTK is like crazy. With Rainbow Overdragon, Rainbow Dragon, Juggernaut Libby, and both double and lightning in the extra deck, you're gonna win. You're gonna OTK them. So that's it for the deck, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. It's super, super fun. Definitely give us a like for this video because we did have all the cards in holo. Even throughout the extra deck, everything is holoed out in the deck. It's super, super cool to be able to play this deck in that kind of rarity. So anyways, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Maybe next time I'll have Ghost Rare Rainbow Dragons for this deck. I don't know. Probably not. I kind of like the Secret Rare ones from the 10. But anyways, guys, this is DarkArmedDuelist. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell on there so you can become part of the notification squad. And I'll see you guys in the next video. See you around, guys.